Hi, Steve Sander here on June 25th, and there's a cold drizzle falling down, and all I can say is I'm glad my iPhone 7 has at least some ability to be waterproof because I'm standing in a drizzle, and it's a little cool. But putting out a video every day. I'm on a 90-day challenge, so one video a day for 90 days, and I started on May 21st. So I think this is my 35th or 36th video. But today I have to have a topic to talk on, so I'm going to talk on the 8 steps of yoga. What is yoga? Well, to most people, yoga is the hatha yoga exercises, the asanas, and it's of course very, very popular, and it's also very good for your health, very good for keeping in shape. But I want to tell you that asana is only the 3rd step of the 8 steps in the classical treatise on yoga that was written by Patanjali. They think about 1500 to 2500 years ago. So asana is the 3rd step. What are the first 2 steps? Well, the first 2 steps are yama and niyama, which are the prescriptions and proscriptions of behavior that form the basis for meditation, really. So the focus of yoga is more on meditation than it is on physical postures, and it's really raining right now. But I took the challenge to put a video out every day. But you know, it's just water, and my iPhone will survive, I hope. So the 8 steps of yoga, yama, niyama, the behaviors are common sense behaviors like not stealing, telling the truth, and things of that sort. They've been compared somewhat to the common sense rules of the 10 Commandments, say. The 3rd step is asana, which covers the physical yoga, which is important because when you're meditating, you do want to keep your spine straight, is one of the main elements of a successful meditation. And when you're practicing asana, keeping your spine straight during meditation, you're able to, better able to deal with the Shakti, which is the energy that will naturally come up your spine as you learn to go into deeper meditation. The 4th element, the 4th step of the 8 steps of yoga of Patanjali is one of the most important. It's pranayama. Pranayama is the link between the physical and the spiritual. Pranayama deals with breathing. It also deals with more than just breathing. It's dealing with life force control. When you practice breathing in combination with visualizing controlling your life force, then you are in fact able to control your life force energies in your body at some point with practice. The 5th step, as I'm getting rained on, is pratyahara. Now, pratyahara is the disconnecting your senses. For instance, I used this example in a previous class when my mom was balancing her checkbook, and I was a kid, and I would come in and say, "Hey, Mom, can I blah, 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 blah?" And she couldn't even hear me because of her high state of concentration while she was concentrating on the numbers and balancing her checkbook, which is something I should probably do at some point, balance my own checkbook. That pratyahara then is the 5th step. And that's achieved through the practice of the first 4 steps. And pranayama is very, very powerful. That if you want to know more about that, I would suggest talking to a yoga instructor and find a simple pranayama exercise you can start practicing every day. The focus of yoga, of course, is on practice, and especially the best teachers will tell you the daily practice. Well, best teachers in any field, daily practice, of course, is going to increase your skill and your expertise at whatever you're practicing. And it's getting cold out here. And I have that background as a musician and a piano player. I also played trumpet, and daily practice, of course, is the way to go to succeed in in an endeavor of learning a musical instrument, and also in the practice of yoga and meditation. Then the sixth step is dharana, which is often defined as concentration, able to develop your skill and concentration to a fine degree, where you're able to go to the seventh step, which is dhyana, which is in effect a translation for meditation and the achievement of meditation. Sometimes meditation in the West also includes your efforts to meditate, which sometimes aren't successful in achieving dhyana, which is the concentration on this spirit. Dharana, simple concentration. Dhyana is the concentration on spirit. And then the eighth step of the classical 8 steps of yoga is samadhi. And that is where you have a union, which is the meaning of the word yoga, with spirit. And the yogis who have attained the state of samadhi, sabbakalpa samadhi, is a trance-like state where your body is still, and there have been scientific studies and instances of yogis who are able to control their heartbeat to where it slows down to very close to nothing, and some even claim that they are able to stop their heartbeat in sort of a state of suspended animation. And it actually feels good to get a little moisture in me. It's a little challenge to do this, but the sabbakalpa samadhi is a sub-definition of samadhi, and then nirvikalpa samadhi is the highest form of samadhi, where you have the mastery of your life force to such a degree where you are conscious of it even during your normal course of activities, bodily activity in the world. So there you have it, a quick synopsis of the 8 steps of yoga. And it's very interesting to read about this. You can find many books that will explain, and many, over the course of the centuries, there have been many interpretations of these 8 steps of yoga, and they've written volumes on commentaries on the Patanjali's 8 steps of yoga. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I hope everybody's keeping warm, and I'm shivering a little. Thank you. To be continued.